Good morning. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to Formation Save. My name is Sean, one half of the customer support team here,
My name is Mars.
and he's also here.
I am not a customer support
No.
person. I just live here.
He just lives here. I'm getting there. I got some things in the works.
Yeah, you are.
Ooh,
It's exciting.
Getting really excited. Welcome to Formation Save. Mars and I are here today to help you, the player, get past whatever stuck variant you're on, whatever crazy concoction of a team you want to build and a formation you want us to save. We're here. Your saviors.
And because I already see people asking in chat, cookies.
Tea.
I have
biscuits.
tea cookies to go with my tea. So I am feeling better now.
Yeah, and I have my tea today too, so we're good.
Thank you for asking.
We're rocking.
It has a picture of a tulip on it. It's very nice.
Is it different per cookie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some have a watering can. Some have a cute little house. Some have a tulip.
Do you have a preferred picture?
Do I have a preferred? Oh, the tulip, definitely. Tulips are my favorite flowers.
Oh, okay.
I really love
Mental
tulips. They're
note for
so
later.
pretty.
Yeah.
It's also the first flower I ever learned how to make with origami.
Oh, that's cool. I have a friend who can do little dragons that are about that big in origami.
Cool.
They're just like little like tweezers, and she just like folds them all. Yeah, it's a crazy what you can do with origami.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We should talk about this more another time. It's one of my
Yes.
favorite hobbies, actually.
Yes.
Anyway,
that's
yes.
Cool. Yeah, Formation
Formation
Save.
Save.
Us help you, player. Formation on screen. Simple. Rules down below, in the corner. You make a ticket by going through the support system. This little button right here, or you can go through the main menu, which is right here. In that ticket, please the title, Formation Save. Big,
Formation
bold
Save, all
letters.
caps.
All caps. I want to see it live. I want to see it loud. And then in the text box below, just put in what you're having trouble with. If you're stuck on a lesson in classes, please don't. If you're stuck on Might Makes Right, please don't. If you're stuck on Frontline Fighters, please don't. Or anything in between. We're here to help, do our best to help you get through it. And at least, if we can't do it, chat is very helpful with suggestions. So we'll all be here to help you. So it's a group bonding exercise.
We're here to help.
yeah.
And we're also here to help each other.
Yes, exactly. And the only caveat is that you cannot be in a Trials of Mount Tiamat adventure. You can be in a trial, but you can't be in the actual adventure. Because if you are, we can't load it, and then it's very upsetting. So, and yeah, I think
And away they go.
Yeah,
and also, if you have questions for us, just post it in Twitch chat. And thank you to Jordan for moderating, producing, and catching questions for us today.
Yes, so Jordan and
Thank you
Salem.
for your
You can't
service.
forget Salem.
Yes, of course.
Salem
I'm so
isn't
sorry.
isn't
I always forget to mention Salem.
You can't forget Salem.
Just as important, an equal member of the mod team.
Yeah. Hypnotic Shoe, that's what kind of tea I have. I just have some orange pico with a lot of sugar. Because that's
I have
who I
Darjeeling.
am. You have what?
Darjeeling.
Oh, Darjeeling. Okay. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Darjeeling is? Oh,
I'm so out of the tea fandom. I have no idea.
It doesn't actually say it on the bag. It explains it on the box, but basically, there's it's a specific region in India, and there's tea plants that are grown and cultivated at different elevations, in the same region. And Darjeeling is made from the leaves of different plants from different elevations blended together.
Wow, that's wild.
It tastes really good. I had it for the first time last week, and now I'm absolutely hooked on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've been having every day.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go here. Torty Foo, who was our first one. I think I saw them talking chat really quickly here. Where did they go? I just saw. Oh, there it is. I jumped again and only said formation in the title. No, it's fine. You're good. You're good. We got you. We got you loaded up.
Yep. Jordan was grabbing you while we were still on the loading screen, for that matter. So
yeah. You're right.
That's awesome.
Quick, rapid fire. I love it.
Yeah.
Torty Foo has hoping this is done right for the Twitch stream. Great. New player, just under a week. Oh, wow. Well, welcome to the game. But did pick up the Epic promotion sometime back then, even if I didn't start playing then. Don't really know best formations and tactics for a generic best formation for progress to the Sorkos campaign. Hoping to unlock Mert when they get the final time gate piece, so maybe variant for when they are an active patron. Thanks. Awesome. Okay. Well, one thing to note is, so time gate piece is coming out. We also have a free time gate weekend coming tomorrow, so you get a free champion tomorrow. So don't forget that.
Come on, slot 5 or 10.
Yeah,
Come on, slot 5 or 10.
Slot 5 or 10. Okay, let's see what we got. I mean, overall, I think off the bat, we're pretty good.
I see you got Evelyn from the chess code that's out there for that.
Krydle,
there's an unlock code for Evelyn.
Evelyn, Kralashara, Black Viper, Catti-brie, Human, Shaka.
They missed Dungeon Master.
They did.
That's unfortunate.
Nova and Strix. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we got going on damage-wise and number-wise. What we got. So I think, like, your positioning is already pretty good. Human, at this point, like, if you're starting to fall off on damage, pulling Human out is probably a starting point.
There's always ways that we can improve this, but you're not off to a bad start.
Yeah.
Sean, who is the intended DPS here? Is it Jarlaxle?
I think it's Jarlaxle because this is where Bruenor is buffing, right? So,
yeah.
Actually, even keeping in Human and moving them back to the secondary back row. So
we just have
on
healing
top.
on Evelyn now on our tank.
Yeah, so we have the healing going on, and then we'd want to do a swap of spec. Where's Human? Oh no, that's even perfect. They're on the right spec for damage buffs. So we're buffing.
Or we could even, if we respect Celeste to Life Domain, then we could have Bruenor and Jarlaxle in the row right behind Evelyn.
Yep.
And then we could have Calliope in the third row and Celeste in the third row so that they are now healing and also shielding the tank while still giving the buffs to Jarlaxle.
I like that. Let's do that then. So we got some potions. So War Domains. We'll adjust this to life. We'll move this to here. This to here.
But yeah, Torifu, you're not doing bad, honestly. Just some little things we could probably adjust and make better here.
So we can do this. This way he's adjacent to that. Always want to make sure we're killing Spurt.
Always kill Spurt.
Yeah. AKS, man. Always kill Spurt. All right, and then last thing I want to do is I want to get rid of Minsc here because he is not doing a whole lot.
It helps when he's the support if you have his favorite enemy.
Yeah.
But on stages where you're not actually fighting his favorite enemy, he doesn't really bring a lot to the table, and you could do better.
Yeah. I mean, Catti-brie's a good choice here. If we were earlier in the adventure, 100% Nova.
Yeah. That would have been good to start with.
Yeah. Like if you have the gold for it, which I think might be a bit tough with the level of favor you're at, having Nova in from the beginning of the adventure has her ramp up really, really strong. So I would definitely recommend having Nova in as fast as you can. But I think with Catti-brie behind here like this, let's go attack cooldown. This way now she's buffing everybody in front of her. That's good. Yeah.
J-Dog just letting everybody know the developer insight's been postponed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I got the news about that during the transition from guiding into formation save. Yeah, Dave's not feeling well, so no dev insights today, unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry.
Fun fact, this is the first time that it's been David that's been sick for dev insights.
Yeah, apparently they've never had to cancel it for Dave before.
Every time Justin was sick, he was like, oh, another time. Start counting it off. Okay.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, everybody gets one, yeah. All right. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Like, it's not too much different from what you had beforehand. And the kind of only difference is, like, having Human move back, because this is more of their damage spec.
Swapping out Minsc to Catti-brie.
So Minsc to Catti-brie, and then kind of shifting everybody forward a little bit. This way, it's just, and the benefit of that is that you're going to get the shielding from Calliope here. Stronger protection is only within 2 slots. So when when Calliope's in the back, it's just too far away to actually shield Evelyn. So, and then ideally, when you do start an adventure, you'd be like this. And then we want to go Mass Appeal.
Yeah, Nova is an awesome tank and support, but you've got to get her in your formation early.
Yeah. So every time she kills a monster or a boss, she earns monsters' hearts and brains, and those boost her discovery ability, which applies to the highest int characters in the formation. And then the more you kill, the more she kills, the more she gets. So, yeah. And then Mert-wise, If you're to do a Mert, yeah, you need one more time gate piece. Do you have the item levels for it? You're still 1,000 item levels away, so or like 900
That's a
away.
shame.
So you're still got a little bit of work to do here. So that's gonna be some more chests. You got a fair little chunk of gems. Be good to load into the shop.
How far are they toward unlocking Azaka? Like, what's their progress in Tomb?
None. They've strictly
None?
strictly
Okay.
strictly Sword Coast.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Drizzt definitely can be useful, like picking him up through Sword
Yeah,
Coast.
you're almost there.
But I would recommend prioritizing Azaka.
Yeah, I always recommend I always thought it was like you clear out this kind of this bottom node here,
Yeah,
and then move to Tomb.
because you get Drizzt doing that.
Yeah, and then at that point move to Tomb, and then I wouldn't say it's like a better path toward Ifu.
Everyone has different strategies.
Yeah, like Azaka.
I've done a lot of new accounts, and my strategy is to shoot for Azaka
Yeah.
like instantly.
Azaka is really good for like favor farming.
Yeah.
If you have the team for it. So, but if you honestly you're just focusing on one campaign at a time, try Sword Coast is probably the best to focus on, or even just like if you get to unlocking one of the side areas. I won't say what, just in case spoilers. I don't know. To unlock one of the new side areas, and then from there move to Tomb, like get Azaka, go back, or even just make sure that, or even get to a point where all your blessings are complete, and then move on from there. Because
That
like,
was
this
the
is
next thing that I mentioned is
yeah.
that like certain blessings are more of a priority than others. Do you want to point out some of your favorites, Sean?
Start Strong is probably one of the better ones, honestly. Gem Hunter is really good. Yeah, Start Strong is really strong.
Yeah.
Where's the Temporary Worship is good too for events. Where else? And Turn
Golden
Back
Luck.
Time. So which one?
Golden Luck, Kellenvor, and Turn Back Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden Luck, I've because it's just still such a low chance. It's like, it's one of those nice to have because obviously when you have at least a small percent, at some point it'll happen. But I think I'd prioritize getting Turn Back Time above Golden Luck. But I mean, it's on the path anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So.
It's interesting that you feel more positively about Start Strong than you do about Golden Luck, because it's different for me. Like, you both of them have more value over time, but Start Strong just equates to like one more free play at max cost per event.
Yeah.
Whereas Golden Luck is just like a constant increased chance for a gold chest drop from any boss you fight.
Yeah.
I feel like you end up getting more value from that one over a long period.
I think so too, but I think for a newer player who probably doesn't have the same amount of chests or contracts as some people do, that Start Strong really helps boost them going forward and can actually get you all three champions without having to ever use a contract.
That's true. Or
So-
having to wait.
Yeah, exactly. So
I like that we have different opinions on this.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's refreshing.
yeah, but I
See
mean,
this? This is respectfully disagreeing. This is what it looks like.
it's okay to have an opinion, but it's just wrong. No,
Hey,
no.
you're being a little less respectful now.
Yeah, I actually I love your point of view is actually really good on that too. So I think
Thank you.
it's just
Yours too.
I love the differing sides there. Yeah, but I think formation wise, you were pretty spot on. You were doing pretty good. My only thing I would have truly changed in that was removing Minsk and putting Catabrine instead. That would be my only thing to kind of keep an eye on for future adventures, because Minsk doesn't really provide any major bonuses except for his favorite enemy, and even then that can be hit and miss. And maybe it's good for an area or two, or a set, or a small group of 5. And then the next 5, it's a different type of enemy. So, and then Catabrine I think over Minsk, and then if you want speed, obviously He-Man up front. If you don't want speed, He-Man in the back. If you're stuck on a boss, He-Man in the middle.
Yeah, Human behaves very differently depending on where you put them, and you might over the course of a single adventure use every option for Human. They're all useful in different ways.
Yeah. So this is getting more quest progress to go a little bit faster through areas. Here is if you're stuck on the boss, only the bosses left, you're dealing more damage to them, and I think you'll take off more armor chunks for armored bosses. And then here is just like a flat champion damage ahead. And hopefully we can kill this boss. I think we come on 200. Hey, there we go.
Yay!
All it took was a hammer.
All it took was a fire giant's massive hammer, larger than like a car.
Everybody's got one of those, right? So
Everybody's got one of those.
Yeah.
Just following them around.
Hypnotic Sheet says, I'm still not clear on why to leave human in here, though. Their buff seems to be worse than others. I think
Your mileage will vary based on gear and item levels.
Very much so, yeah. I think in this instance, because the champion pool isn't too high, I mean, you could swap with Hitch. Let's see here. Hitch is providing a 4,500% buff. Human is providing 10,000% buff. For Human, it really depends on what specialization they're on. Like, I think if you're going to use Human as a buffer, you want to be on. Did we say humans? We meant blank. So that even if it gets a secondary, like if there's 2 humans or 2 whatever in the formation, you get a pretty decent bonus above just the teamwork buff. So I think this is like a base level of like 200% or something. So, and we want this to be as maximized as much as we can. So, but I wouldn't really focus on putting more humans in the formation if you don't have them. Like in this case, we actually have 2, 3. Evelyn is
not a lot.
Human.
Very
human.
restricted
So we actually have
at the
3.
moment.
So current stacks 2. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. What? This should say 3. That's weird. Should be 4 actually.
And we have Minsk and we have Celeste and we have
Evelyn's not the formation. Ha! That's why. Okay.
Oh yeah, because you swapped out.
I swapped out
Nova.
Nova. Yeah, so I'd probably I'd go back to this for now. And then that should be 3. Although I imagine it should be 4. Because it should be Human.
Human should count themselves.
Yeah, Evelyn, Celeste, and Minsk.
That should be 4.
Yeah. I think we found
Unless it's actually set up so that Human is not counting themselves. Like if that's intended. I guess the question is then for the devs, or for the design, was this intended that Human does not count themselves?
Yeah, let's go to impressive coat work then.
So maybe we make a note for that for later.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think in this case, impressive coat work is the way to go. But weird. Very strange.
That's what I usually do anyway.
Yeah. And then it's all good as long as spurts adjacent to Jalaxel, it's good. Column ahead, unadjacent. Oh, and then that's good break down. There we go. That's better. And yeah, and then for Mert variants, Strix is a pretty okay DPS, which just kind of ties into Porkbelly's question of is Strix a reasonably okay DPS for Mert. Ashara is also really strong.
Really strong.
Like really
oh
strong.
My God.
So.
My Ashara doesn't even have item level 10 yet, and she's my best DPS.
Yeah. So would recommend using Ashara. So in this case, you could just do Ashara here, and probably put even just like that.
Yes, that's true, Bell. Ashara can't Mert, but this account doesn't even have Mert unlocked yet.
I thought Ashara could Mert. Oh, right, it's good or evil. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right. I'm still waking up. So we can do back to this, which was Jalaxel here. There we go. So yeah, so Strix can be a Mert DPS because they're good. Who else? Krond, obviously. Artemis. So those 2 work pretty well. Birdsong is neutral, isn't she?
Birdsong's neutral.
Yeah. My Makos as a DPS is actually not too bad with the change. So
yeah.
With the recent buff,
especially for a newer player
Yeah.
versus someone who's more established. Like you're gonna have people that outperform Makos, but early on Makos, especially with the changes, is not bad.
Yeah. What else? Well, those are pretty good.
Or just listing DPSs.
Well, I mean, ones that would fit for Mert. Oh, it's Zorbu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zorbu
Yeah.
is definitely my DPS of choice at the moment for Mert.
Yeah. Zorbu is definitely the way to go. I would
He's so
definitely.
easy to use, and he works with like everybody.
Yeah. Zorbu is like a set and forget, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just this wonderful, hateful little gnome.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are pretty good. Let's do this. That question. That question was done. Okay, and then 919 has a question. What is the best team for them for Azaka? Commands of the Hall, Rivals of Waterdeep. Oof, that's a big question.
It's a mix of things.
Yeah.
For me, it's so Azaka, duh, but then I go in with Jarlaxle, and I go in with Drizzt because Drizzt has Gold Find already from Bounty of the Hall pool Gold Find, plus is a drow for Jarlaxle's Master of Piracy. I go in with Bruenor as well for that same reason that Bruenor also has some Gold Find built in. And then Narak's Githzerai Focus can boost their Gold Find that they give. And you put in Freely for Luck of Yondala Requisition. And you go with the lawful option because at that point you have several lawful characters on the field, including like Azaka and Drizzt and Narak.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of people counting toward that. And I put in Omen from slot 3 because
Omen's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, Omen's really good for Gold Find. Has several Gold Find feats as well, just like Freely.
Krull
for Plague Pilfer, absolutely. And you want those feats for Pilfer on Krull before you start building up the stacks.
Yeah.
Because that only matters when they are building up. You can't just like build up the Pilfer stacks and then switch to having his Pilfer feats enabled. You need to have them on before you start building up the stacks. And also, it's really important to mention Donar. You can just swap Donar in.
Yeah.
Donar can mark enemies to have increased gold drop, and then that's sticky. So you can take Donar back out for somebody else who is going to give you increased gold find.
Yeah.
And
like Rust.
Yeah, like Rust. Rust is also another like big part of my gold find team because Rust has a huge gold find increase already, and then also is a rogue for Jarlaxle's Master of Piracy to be further buffed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
So
like
I kind of do a mix of things, honestly.
Yeah, there's like a good base of like, you know, Companions of the Hall, Jarlaxle, and stuff. But then there's like the full super duper omega awesome, like one where it's like you have like Baloth, Beetle, and Donar. They all attack once. Oh, you have Jim in. Jim creates a mimic. Everything else dies and applies Pilfer stacks to the mimic. Then Donar, Baloth, and Beetle all attack the mimic once. You pull them out of the formation, and then you put in your actual like Azaka farm formation, and then you farm off of that.
And the holy grail is if you can get a 40 Pilfer stack on a Gym Mimic.
Never done it.
If you can ever set that up and then do that optimal Azaka farm setup, oh my god, you will be sick of gold. You'll be disgusted at the amount of gold
Gold
that you're
poisoning.
receiving.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of like the peak Azaka farm. And then for just the other part was like other campaigns of the Hall team, Rivals of Waterdeep. I mean, most like groupings of affiliations tends to be about like they all have stuff that can buff each other. So if you put them all in together, that tends to be helpful, and then you find what would be good to support if they have a DPS. Except for Heroes of Erebus doesn't have. Oh, they have Lucius. So like you add in like Ikoria for more magic damage, Dinar and all that stuff. So. Can you please describe the Baloth Azaka interaction again? Yeah, so Baloth, when he attacks, uses a Cause for Celebration, which marks the enemy.
Yay!
Yeah. And when he marks the enemy, it's a debuff that can remain even when he's not in the formation. So you have Baloth just attack the Mimic once, pull him out, and then every time they were to drop gold, it'll drop more gold based off of that. And so it's the same thing with Beetle, from Beetle and Grim and Donar. They both have that same ability where once they attack once, Donar you have to attack a couple times to make sure you get the right debuff because he cycles through like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's pretty quick though.
Yeah. So once you get those done and those proper debuffs on the Gym Mimic that's there, then you can pull them out because that debuff will remain on the enemy and then put it in your actual gold farming team. Hopefully that
pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. If it, a good thing to do is just use a lot of the affiliations together because they all buff each other usually, and then just fill in what you have around it.
Oh boy, Sean, this is a very nice statement. Not even a question. Kiss Mori Kill follow up. Hey guys, I just wanted to update you as requested on my formation save from Tuesday. I was stuck on 275 of Azaka Procession Part 2.
Yeah.
With your save, I managed to wall at 469.
Oh, yeah.
First time that I've passed 400. I gained 1.68 E06 favor. Thank you so much for your help. I feel like I got a lot of insight informations from your help.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's go. That's amazing.
Formation save.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats.
That feels really good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kiss. Thank you very much.
Kiss, fall in love.
That's a great show.
Yeah. that just popped in my head there. I
understood that reference.
Yeah. I don't remember. I know it. I don't remember where it's from though. That's my brain has forgotten that part. Hold on, I'm just gonna look it up.
It's Oran.
Oran High School. Is that Host Club?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. No.
Yeah.
I've watched like an episode of Host Club. But
some friends of mine in college basically like abducted me and made me watch the whole series like in one sitting, and I was like, "This is great."
Yeah. Torty says, "Thanks for the advice. A lot at the end went over my head, so definitely will come back and watch the fight again and make notes." Great. That's all we can ask. We do the show twice a week, so feel free if you have to come by every episode. Totally fine. We're here. We have a lot of other shows too that are all really helpful for newer players and stuff. So
yep, it's always Sean, but on Tuesdays your co-host with Sean is usually Taylor, not me. You get me on Thursdays.
Yeah, Taylor is the other
so
half.
Choose your favorite co-host.
No, there's no choosing.
No, I'm just kidding. Just come here for Sean. Everybody else is just bonus.
Yeah, yeah. That's we'll go with that. Yeah, Taylor's the other half of the support team here, so we're all very. Everyone on this channel is very knowledgeable of the game.
Yep.
And then Casey7 says, since today is about formations, if Jim Dark Magic was your main DPS, who would you try to always pair him with? Granted, I know campaign variant patrons always affect this, but I'm curious what you would do to say regarding this.
Ikoria.
Yes. I was taking a breath.
Just immediately kick down the door.
Yeah. I was taking a breath to say Ikoria there, yeah. Ikoria 100% for sure.
Number one to use with Jim is Ikoria because they both want the same thing.
Yeah.
More spellcasters.
Yeah. You want like Jim in the middle of the formation, I think, because then he's got people on both sides that buff him. Isn't that how it works, right? For Jim? It's like his fan club.
Yeah, he cares about the people like in the column in front of and behind.
Yeah, so you want to kind of be maximized with that and as many magic casters as possible. So I personally would use Ikoria, Donar, Keelik would be pretty good. Blushi if you have her for that magic tank.
Blushi's fantastic as a magic tank. I mean, it's a lot of work to get her unlocked, but totally worth it.
What else?
I mean, really just any magic attacking support. Shaka, Makos.
Tyrell?
Freely.
Or is Tyrell just a shillelagh guy?
Yeah, it's Tyrell's melee. Or regardless of a specialization, he's melee.
Yeah.
But Freely, slot 7, magic attacker.
Oh, yeah. Or Kira. Oh, my God, Okira.
I mean, you can't use Freely if you're using gems, so never mind on that one.
Yeah, so definitely Okira, Donar. Omen, is he? No, he's a melee. Who else? Viconia wouldn't be too bad. Lindra? Lindra's pretty good. I need the gym here. Probably nobody here. Oh, Beetle might be okay. Makos. Ikoria here, and then Averin.
Depending on how your puzzles
go,
I might use Shaka over Makos.
Yeah. All right.
It's not hard to set up. You go Jim, you go Ikoria, and then you go magic attacking supports and a magic attacking tank. Blushi. Done.
Yeah. All right, Jordan. It's Jordan's turn.
All right.
Doing Upholding the Law and literally 2 from the end.
Oh my God.
Can't seem to push the final couple of stages. Please, Warlocks, Mages, of Violet Champions, help.
That's got to be torture. You're 2 from the end.
Yeah, okay. Let's
this might just be a throw some potions on and call it done.
Yeah, maybe.
But we'll see how it goes.
Oh, I'll get rid of that. I'm gonna put this on here. And I see. I'll change some settings really quick. And we are good to go. All right. So pulling the law, only lawful champions can be used. So
Which can be real dicey for early accounts.
Yeah, we're pretty. Spurt's lawful evil, right? Stokey, Crawl lawful evil as well. Walnuts, Tranced.
We have a full formation, so
Yeah,
off
I'm
to
just-
a good start. but
Yeah, I'm kind of looking through to seeing what we can do to adjust.
yeah, it's important to know who we have to work with here.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Turiel being here. And like, who's our DPS? Is it Ashara or is it probably Ashara? All right, let's do a check. Turn. See, Power Blessing, Potpourri, and chill. Focus. Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be Ashara, but she's not in the right spot to get all the buffs. Like she's not getting Naeli at all.
Yeah. So I think doing like this is pretty good. I think Birdsong's within 2 slots, right? So it's 155. Hold on, I just want to see where we're at here. Yeah, E49. So even just doing this is an EO6 increase. It's less from Turiel, but that's fine. Honestly, probably. Yeah, getting rid of Turiel, adding in Dragon Bait is actually better here.
Yeah, you're losing out on one of Turiel's main mechanics as reverse taunt.
Yeah. And then we're actually going to get rid of Lucius because he is just a DPS who does not buff anybody. And we're going to put Neris in.
Yeah, the only thing that you're possibly getting out of having Lucius in there is all champion damage upgrades.
Yeah, and he won't.
He
He
would
won't
not have that as a priority.
Funny enough, it is actually a little bit better with Lucius because he's just a higher level.
That's funny.
Do we have anybody else that we could put in instead? No. All right, that's fine. If we have more gold, then we could do Neris.
Surely this is already enough to get the job done.
Yeah. I supposed to rewatch these episodes, by the way. Yeah. We keep the VODs are not locked behind any sort of subscription or anything, so they're open for you to see. You can also check our YouTube channel, which I think also has all of them. Go back there. So. All right, and then let's see. What are their health at? E61, E55, 6. Hey, can we just... we have a heroism potion on right now, I think? Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of potions. We'll be fine.
61. Miracle's asking how we share formation. So what you can do is you need to make a ticket. So in the bottom right-hand corner of the game, there's a little support button. Click on that. That'll bring you to the support page. And then you just can follow the guidelines down to the this way, bottom this way, right? OBS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
job.
Cool. Follow them down there, and that will. And if you follow those rules, then you'll be good to go. Yeah, we're still coming up a little short here. EO4 short.
Really?
Yeah. I love. Okay. I'm gonna put, even though Lucius is not the best, his ultimate looks super cool.
It is really cool, honestly. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a really nice looking ultimate.
Yeah, watching Jarrett play with that when he was making Lucius was like super cool.
What are our swaps for slot 4?
Uh,
Who do we have?
Stokey.
Mm,
But I mean, if you put Stokey in instead of, so we switch out Sentry, get Stokey in. Let's just see what we got. We can put.
really, I just don't love that we have Naeli. Can we go Spurt instead of Naeli?
Yeah, totally. Let's do Key Explosion. And we can spurt it up. Stokey can get all damage.
This has got to be enough.
Pack Tactics.
I mean- Spurt gives a huge buff.
yeah.
Like you weren't getting the ramping buff from Naeli because Naeli wasn't actually set up as the tank.
Yeah.
So I feel we're gonna get a lot more value out of Spurt.
Throw down the hammer. You dead.
Bring
Boom.
down the hammer.
Yeah. I'm hoping some of the extra bud damage will help with Stokey. We're still roughly around the same damage level on Ashara. Now we're ramping a bit with Take Flights. We're going to go to remove scientific numbers. If you want to, you can hit Y on your keyboard, and it'll switch it back to the letter numbering. Or you can go into your settings. I believe it's under interface. Hey, Smell-O-Vision. You can remove it here.
Got achievement. Cool.
If you are, letter numbering is only available if your game is set to English. If it's set to any other language, you only have scientific notation, because the lettering is in English, so it would have been really very difficult to do all that in every other language too as well. So we're just at the right amount.
Multiple achievements for that matter.
Yeah, E60 we're like just underneath their life, so I think we can. I think this will do it.
Are we getting Potpourri?
Probably not.
Would it be better then, potentially, to actually set up Lucius as the DPS and just set up Ashara for buffing elves?
E6. Oh, maybe.
Like, I know he's not a popular option,
Yeah, but
he might just be the one to get the job done.
Yeah. I mean, even just putting in where all the buffs are, he's E54. So he's 2 less. Yeah, okay, let's buff else. E58, yeah, actually.
Cool.
I hate to say this, but Lucius is the way to go.
Why do you hate to say this?
Yeah.
Come on. It's nice
really,
when the underdogs get a turn.
Yeah, Bell, we can't really set up Potpourri here because we only use lawful champions. I don't think there's enough for Potpourri. So we have, like, none. Yeah, oh, rip, yeah, exactly. E61, E60. Yeah, use a Dragonbait ultimate. Use some, it's a slow burn, but
as long as it works.
We're popping on large giant strength.
I don't care if it's slow. I don't care if it just barely squeaks by.
Yeah.
As long as it works, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Drop the hammer again. Level up a little bit. Like just getting it. We're like it's like just underneath like that.
Oh yeah, we need to move Barrowin for Lucius.
In front of Lucius?
Or just for Lucius, just somewhere, just adjacent.
Yeah. We do this then. Then we have to switch. What is it? Spurts.
Do the respect for spurt
yeah,
for 2
Spaniple,
steps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go.
All right, boss fight. Let's go.
Hammer smash face.
You got this,
go.
Lucius.
Yeah.
It's your one time to shine. Show us what you got, bud.
You better shine here, buddy.
This is your one chance. Don't screw this up.
You better shine bright like a diamond, my friend.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Bright like a diamond. Oh. Oh, yeah, there we go. He popped him.
Nice.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's your problem.
Yeah.
That's your problem right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, your problem is you're playing a variant where you are drastically limited on your champion choices, and you got to make some weird choices to make this actually work.
Yeah. Yeah, so that works out. So essentially you also put Keelik here. I think it's actually just as good, or it's like 1 extra for the 2 away. So, yeah, switching to Lucius, having Ashara buff Lucius. Ugh, I don't like it, but and then having Barrowin up here to help buff. We want people in the top of the formation for the extra blessing, which I hope you might have. I'm not too sure. I moved them up there just in case. Yeah, decreasing the attack speeds, and then the rearmost column. Yeah, so even then, that's still pretty good. All right, upholding the law. We've upheld the law.
Yep.
This happens so often. I just move people around a little bit, and you're all good.
Also, just good going, Jordan. You're making good progress here.
Yeah. You need more Electrum chests. Make sure you're using all the codes. All right. Got Bell. This just says you'll need golden speed pods to get started properly. Oh, is there something missing there?
This is ominous.
Yeah.
We don't often get a lot of submissions that I would label as ominous. This is one of them. I don't know what we're walking into here.
All right, here we go. Please set me up in a Avernus push formation without using Ashara. There
Okay.
we go. Doorbell. Ding dong. Bell's here.
Did you just bring back the ding dong meme?
Don't.
Y'all, there's a legendary clip from this channel. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it.
Yeah. Oh man. Is that Clips?
Hello,
Is that Clips?
Sean.
Is that Clips still even around?
It is. It still exists.
Is it under Eclipse? It's probably like one of the first clips on our stream.
Oh yeah,
I think.
it was from like year 3 or something.
Yeah.
Early in our streaming exploits.
Top all. Oh yeah, it's
Ding
the third top clip on our channel. Garwar holds the record for top clip, and then the High Rollers next one. Just how professional streamers, and then Margaret the Ding Dong.
Old man caught the ding dong moment live. Nice.
Oh, nice. Try being part of it. Try being the panic induced.
Yeah,
oh,
you
man.
are immortalized in our streams, Sean. You and Margaret both.
All right, let's go back here. So when I think streaming from home for like one of the first times and just, ugh, man. Yeah. All right. So we're trying to do an Avernus formation. That's what I said.
Avernus.
Avernus push without using Ashara.
No Ashara.
Let's-
Bell, no Ashara DPS or no Ashara period? Because it might make a difference.
What?
Like, I am fine with either one. Just what's your preference?
That's weird. Why?
No Ash period. Okay. Got it.
Why is
Thank you,
Peter
Bell.
doing this?
Well, I was doing
Because he's my only slot 1 champion. So because he's in another party. I didn't get a champion in the formation. That's why. Okay. Yes. IP. It's probably like this. Probably like this.
And that's why Bell said you'll need speed and gold at the beginning.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. Because we'd be denied. Oh, Bell says, wait, what is that? This account doesn't have split the party done.
It does. Oh wait, what? Uh-oh.
Sean!
What?
Oh wait, you're here.
Yeah.
I can't make that joke. You're actually here.
I don't get it. It's got a core though. I mean, something with the save game. Maybe something got mixed up with like the saves or something.
It got weird.
Yeah, it did get.
I
weird.
love when these things happen. This is great.
Really? You like when this happens?
Yes, I embrace the chaos. I lean in, buddy.
Oh, man.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's something to do with like how, with the game like saving multiple accounts. That's my guess. But
Yeah,
it's great.
just like the having the week-long potions that somehow like saves between your account.
Yeah, I mean,
loads.
yeah, that's the one that has 65 days on it, right?
Yeah.
And I think
yeah.
this like 10 pack of chests has been here for a long
So,
time.
Another one of those weird instances of loading multiple parties that something just gets mixed up.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is after the stream today, I'm gonna like just reset this account back to nothing, and
That's
then,
a good idea.
And then start that. Yeah. So, yeah, these potions weren't on there either. That's weird. Yeah. So some things aren't clearing like they should. That's fine.
This is an approximate clone of
Right.
your account.
We will remove the core because you don't have that, and we'll bring Jalaxel over. So, like this.
I appreciate the Brunor conspiracy joke for split the party in chat. It's very good. There's a conspiracy theory that Brunor specifically is completely immune to the split the party game rule of losing a portion of your champions.
I would. I actually wouldn't doubt
because
that.
you can only run it once. So
yeah. Let's go disguise.
it's a fun theory.
Yeah. It's not just a theory.
Oh, it is in fact a game theory.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, it is a game theory. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I mean, I think like something like this is pretty good. Having one tank is not the best. Oh, we can put Naily in. What am I doing? Naily, go here. Then yeah, health share. Yeah, Makos or Shaka. I like doing Shaka first just to see what kind of spots we get. If they're good, we'll use them. If not, we'll switch to Makos. And then, come on, progress. Zooms. I need more gold.
We need more tanks. Avernus is hard to run on
yeah.
a fresh account.
Yeah.
You need 3 tanks for Turiel.
Yeah. 2 tanks plus Turiel, yeah. It's pretty good. Shaka.
Bell
Yeah.
says slot 12 is just Archon, so
Yeah, actually, we'll have Tyrell,
Big
so
deal.
we'll be fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to spend. We only have not too long left, so I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time fighting for gold here. So I would put Tyrell up in this top here as a bear, and then depending on how I level up with Mako, with Shaka, and what puzzle spots he has, I would either keep him there if the puzzles are good. If not, I would just shift him for Makos and pop him in like this, and then. With Tyrell
And
here,
that's pretty much general usage of Shaka.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then the rest
Good puzzles,
is
keep them.
yeah, and the
Not?
rest is
Okay.
pretty good. The only downside here is we won't be able to heal all 3 tanks. So having it like this, where if we have, I should have put her on life domain to heal these 2 tanks.
Yeah.
But Tyrell can fend for himself for the most part with his ultimate. So, and then with Calliope's ultimate to provide a bunch of shields for people.
Now, do you think it really will be Jarlaxle DPS here, or is just a placeholder for a better one? Like, do you think Jamila DPS would actually outperform Jarlaxle?
Actually, Jamila might.
Because she has the charisma for Hitch.
Yeah, and we're by 2 tanks in the front, like so.
Yeah.
It might. Yeah, you could try either or. I don't know. I still don't think Jamila would be much better than Jarlaxle.
She did just get some improvements.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not. They were improvements, but they. I don't think I'd rather use Delina over Jamila, to be honest.
Then who's replacing Hitch for buffing? If we're swapping Hitch for Delina.
Yeah.
'Cause we just don't have a lot of options.
Yeah, exactly. Here. Yeah, like I like overall, I think it is Jarlaxle is our main DPS here. After that, yeah, I'd prefer to use Jarlaxle here rather than.
Oh, you have Strix.
We could, yeah, you could put Strix as DPS.
Okay, well then,
too.
yeah, like do Strix as GPS then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. That works out pretty well. And then just use Dark Blessing from Makos, and then, yeah. So this would be what I would use, and then once you have enough gold for Strix, pop Strix into Jarlaxle's spot, and then she's in the place for all the buffs.
Yeah, I think
chaotic,
this will go well.
Yeah, and it'll do pretty good. All right.
Thanks, Bell. Fun challenge.
It's always with the Noah Shahar with you, huh?
I appreciate your submissions, Bell. I like that you always bring something interesting to the table for us. Thank you.
Yeah. Skia. I've been using Ayla as my DPS, but I realized she is supposed to be a tank support, so I'm wondering if I have any better options. Whenever I try Black Viper or other DPS champions, I lose damage to this formation. Oh. Interesting.
Okay. This is interesting. And yes, Ayla's just tank support. But that being said, there are champions who function as pretty good DPS options, even if they don't have the DPS tag.
Yeah.
Ayla's not one of them, but there are others.
Yeah. Yeah. Shaka versus Makos is like all dependent on the celestial puzzles, on what races and stuff, what tags you get. So it can be really really good, or it can be absolutely bad. So
Yes, Bell, I really do love secret DPS. I just think it's such a fun little part of the game. I hope that never goes away.
Soulmonger
wow, we
calls.
already won this one. Great. Mission
Awesome.
accomplished.
Yeah. Let's go back though, and we'll go back to area 1, and we'll work on some formations here. Let's see. All right. Sure, everyone's all leveled up. We know if we do a shard, we know we're gonna want potpourri, so we'll pop that.
So I might as well just start there.
Yeah, and we'll leave that one there. All right. Oh, all right. This is the 50% health one, right? Yeah. Okay. Nobody die. You know the rules.
Familiars hold the line.
Yeah. That's level 1. They'll be fine. Okay. So let's see. I mean, right now you have everything kind of funneling into Ayla, right? This is why you're probably your main DPS right now. Like Widow's buffing her. You're probably set Aaron to buff her. Desmond's beside her. Brunor's buffing her. Gazrick's buffing her. Like Melva's buffing. Like everything's focusing on that DPS, which is why she's your number 1 right now. So E12, E12. There's 10 less there. So if we did just add in short folk, then E108. What the heck? Yeah, that's 10. Interesting. Who else do we have to? We have. Do we have any? What other DPS champions do we have here?
Why Desmond if we don't even have Spur or Blushi?
Yeah. Could do. Oh, in that case, we'll do Bailoff because it'll be a lot stronger.
Yeah. Like if you've got Lament, awesome. If you don't, yeah, go Bailoff.
Yeah. How did that tank her DPS? What happened there?
Is this a cursed game file, Sean?
Yeah, because she was at 112. We removed Desmond, it dropped her and added in Bailoff, and it moved her to E96.
That's a big drop.
Yeah. I mean, even with Desmond out, it's better than. Oh, I guess we haven't used the ultimate on. Okay, so let's actually swap back to Bailoff for a second. So E104. E106. Actually, right now, Desmond is better. E112. Something feels weird. I can't place it. Where's our buzzer?
This is one of those times where I wish I could get my own hands on it.
Yeah.
I am equally mystified, but all I can do is watch you.
What is changing so much? You know, let's scrap this party for a second. Something feels weird. We're just gonna remove everybody and start fresh. Okay, so we know we want Brief as a tank. We're gonna want Averin in the middle. We want Zorbu up top. We'll put Desmond there. We'll put Brunor here. We'll put Whittle here. We definitely always want, if we're using Zorbu, we're gonna want Krull. I liked Gosrick here. Ayla we can still use. And then I want to use, if we're using Desmond, we're going to use Spurt. We do 2 slots away because we don't be super far.
For anyone who might be new or just doesn't know about this, the reason why Sean said if you're using Desmond, we want to use Spurt is because Spurt has a game mechanic where he uses ultimates, he dies and becomes a spooky ghost, and when he's in that ghost form, he counts as a dead champion for Desmond's Lament the Lost formation ability, which gives you a significant damage boost for however many champions in your formation are dead.
Yeah. All right. E14. Okay. E114. That's better.
So they work really well together. Good synergy.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. We're just gonna go fast. What's our Zorbu farm? We need some farm, but it's on its way.
It's about on par with mine.
Yeah. We use this. Use this. I think if we swap Gazrick and Krull, then Zorbu won't actually get the buff because it's a snowflake, right? So
Yeah.
even though it would be further away, but he just wouldn't get the buff. All right, yeah, I think this is hitting above E123 here. It's pretty good. Should we do better though?
Kira. What spec is Brunor in?
Don't know. Don't care.
Okay.
we're gone.
Yeah.
We're using.
We should be using someone else if we can.
We're adding Okira in. So while we're gonna lose a little bit of flat damage off Zorbu, the debuff we're gonna be getting is gonna be a lot better.
Yes, debuffs matter so much.
Yeah.
This is why your Bud is the number to look at, not your DPS counter in the top left.
Yeah. The two things I check are the damage numbers kind of under their feet, where it says the E110, or even on the right hand side here, where it shows like Zorbu, male gnome ranger, get it good. Like those numbers, because that is like their flat damage number for how much damage they do on hit. And then the Bud will be with all the other debuffs and stuff along with it. We could do actually like this. That's 1-2. That's straight up. That should be good. Yeah.
Oh, good suggestion, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, get more out of Gosrick that way. Cool. The most that you could get out of Gosrick for this formation.
Yeah. And I think this will actually do pretty well going forward. Now, we're not really slowing down, so. We're not relying on crawl debuffs right now either. Well, maybe the debuff, but not traitor, which is important.
Yeah. Yeah, that will come into play.
Yeah.
Just not yet. This is going to go pretty far.
Yeah. What are we? I don't know how much health they have. It's too fast. Stop dying. E113. Oh yeah. We're still like E12 above, like their actual health, and we're gaining gold, a whole bunch of gold still. So, do Spurt and Strix work well together with Strix Haunted perk? They work pretty well together because it does count.
It just takes a long time for Haunted to build up enough stacks to matter.
Yeah. Haunted. I think people put a lot of investment in Haunted, and I think it's a bit overrated.
Yeah.
So, like, it would take a lot of work just to get up to the amount of stacks that'd be necessary for it to be good. But in that time, Avern is still better.
Maybe if it was a permanent stacking mechanic, then it might hold water.
Yeah.
But because you lose it when you reset,
yeah,
and you have to do it all over again, and that sucks.
I do think it with Spurt really isn't the best too, because his ultimate scales up in cooldown because you want him to be dead longer.
Yeah.
So he's one of the only champions that has like a different like ultimate cooldown mechanic. So you could do something weird, funky stuff with like him and like DM maybe, and the human all kind of like working to like bring down cooldowns and they reset stuff.
But it's a hassle.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're pretty good now. So let's just go back to the beginning.
Yeah, this is going to be like stage 500 plus, I feel.
Yeah. I'm not sure why Ayla was doing all that damage. I think there was something funky going on. But shifting things around to this formation with Zorbo at the very top and in the back, getting all the buffs is really, really good. Suggestions for other champs? I don't really have any. I think like these champions are all really good, and they're all pretty decently geared too. So the only thing I would suggest is going on and doing some farming on Zorbu. Going to Silken Swamp area 32 or 33, I think is what it is your drow. So you can go there and farm there and just get a bunch of kills there. Like put them in the background, let them farm that way. Yeah, that's really about it. Like you're on your way. Donar in slot 2 is my only. That's a suggestion from me because I love Donar. He's great. But yeah, you're on your way. And hopefully this will help you push a bit further because now you have a fair amount of debuff and protection and healing and all that stuff. So, all right.
Yeah, I think you're going to be set with this one.
All right, Sophia. Good luck.
Epsilon asks, what's the counter for?
Cool. He's about to find out.
It's for this.
Because Tall Guy is coming up next, and he's a tall guy.
Tyrell himself. Wow.
Yeah.
Tyrell, tall guy.
General Tall Guy. And
One help setting up a formation for a lesson in classes.
Womp
Your
womp.
favorite.
Yeah. I said don't.
So this is a particular variant, adventure variant in the game, Epsilon 14254, which is notoriously difficult, because you're only allowed to use unique classes. So if you have a fighter in your formation, you can't use any other fighters. If you have a cleric bard multi-class character in your formation, you can't use any other clerics or bards.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to set up.
Not DM time, fun enough. Because all champions are allowed in this adventure, so DM doesn't really help.
DM can be used to ignore the class restriction, though. Like, he can, if you already have a wizard in the formation, you can still put Dungeon Master in.
That sounds like hell. It is. It's actually not too bad. The patron variants can get a little spicy. I found like a pretty good like system for it.
Yeah, you've done it a lot now.
Yeah, I've done it a lot
over
now.
20 times.
Yeah, it just depends on what champions the player has. So, well, we wait for this. Do we have any other questions? Did we miss anything?
No other questions yet.
No. Hopefully we can get to this one, and then the other. We have 2 more after this, so hopefully we can get them all.
Hopefully. Remember, Thursdays, we end the stream at the bottom of the hour.
10:30.
So in 27 minutes.
Yeah.
So that we have time to take a little break before we set up for community Q&A.
Yeah, and then we'll be back there for 2 hours answering your questions.
Yep. And I'll have a more substantial snack by then. This one's got a sun on it.
Ooh. Why? Man,
These are Chessman cookies, by the way, for anyone wondering. Taking a while.
Yeah, the moment I complain about it, it's like, okay, I get it. All right, 725 is our unlock. We're at 629.
Okay.
And we're still progressing.
We're within 100. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, we got Desmond. We got Spurt out. Narak DPS. All right. See what you're doing. We're doing damage. 8197. It's pretty close.
And it's not like this one enrages, so this is just a matter of time now.
Do we have a cleric in the formation right now? No, we don't. Do we? No, we have Celeste. You got Blue Sheet? You're not using Blue Sheet? Oh my god.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
Yeah. You're hurting me here.
Come on. You gotta get the Blue Sheet out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it's slowly killing, so not too worried. Probably within 2. Melf's probably doing an okay buff. Tyrell's probably not doing a whole lot in the back. Oh my god, the bites. I don't like Deacon here, I don't think. I think Deacon's a one-off. We don't have a barbarian in the party right now, do we? No.
Fibrillator. Question to the guy that's not Mars.
Hey.
Your background, is that a green screen behind you? Or is that an actual screen?
No, I'm actually in a tavern right now. Watch as I stick my hand in the fireplace. Ah, it's really hot. No.
Oh no! You need that to type.
Yeah, no, it's a green screen. It's we've kind of painted the whole back wall here to be a green screen. So maybe Deacon. Wait, what's the racket when it needs 88?
The target for lessening classes is 725 smuggle.
Yeah. What if I could turn off the green screen here, so I can show it off?
We don't usually have names under us on this show. We do for community Q&A.
I always forget. The big dinosaur is the Trask, the World Eater.
Yep. The Tarask is a legendary, iconic, one-of-a-kind monster, sort of, in Dungeons & Dragons. It's one of the most powerful creatures. It is the avatar of destruction. It only wakes up periodically, goes on a rampage, eating literally everything it finds, destroying everything it finds, and then going back to sleep. You can't ever truly kill it unless you basically break reality itself in order to wish it dead.
Yeah.
It is a significant high-level challenge. It's basically the Godzilla of D&D.
Yeah, who would win in a fight, Tiamat or Tarask? Tiamat would win because Tiamat can just fly above it and just breath weapon it nonstop.
Also, Tiamat can just raise up an army of infinite dragons, probably.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even really have to do anything herself.
Like, well,
the Tarask is on its own.
Who would win, the Tarask or like 50 level 5 fighters on magic carpets with bows? Yeah, the Tarask has a reflective carapace, so it reflects any and all magic. Would Tia What win? Oh, of course. Tia What would beat Tiamat because Tiamat would be like, "What the hell is this?" and then get confused.
I'm you, but better.
Yeah. I'm you, but enhanced. And then the hat just goes, hee.
Oh, really freak her out. I'm you from the future. What?
I'm you after the trials of Mount Tiamat. Yeah. Oh, they need +1 bows? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And there's like infinite arrows and stuff, yeah. Okay, we're still moving.
So after the events of Trials of Mount Tiamat, Tiamat decides to go to a multiversal clown college.
Yeah.
Comes out as Tia What.
Yeah, things are still progressing here. So I need to put that back on here. And back on the rack. Yeah, we're still killing things. It's not gonna. We're not gonna beat it though. I don't think. All right.
Don't think so?
I think we're slowing down here. No, we're not even.
So what do you think
breaking
is the limiting factor? Is it champions or gear or what?
I think it's the champions we have picked right now. All right.
Who would you improve on?
Man, I'm gonna strip this entire thing. I think. Should we get rid of Deacon, get an Iraq, Celeste, Melf? I think these are the ones that we want to keep. We're gonna put Orkira in. You can put Ashara in. And do we have Donar?
Yeah, if we can make Ashara work, it'd be nice for her multi-hits against the armored bosses.
Right, okay. Remove Cheryl to the front. Remove Briv. Put Donar in. Tailfeather. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that one is going to be yet. Shara is going to be right here. Put Okira here. Narek. Yeah, you can be Hitch. Do we have Rogan? No, we have Spurt. So we don't want. I'm not going to use is Kozark a wizard? He's a druid, so we don't want that. Ideally, we'd have Blushi out. Want pack tactics. And then we want. We can do Ayla still. One more slot.
Don't forget to check specializations when you're done setting them up.
Yeah. What category? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, a Sharver, so lesson in classes these days? Yeesh. Yeah, I know, I feel you.
Yeah, Sean's electing for hard mode here. If it can work, then it'll be good, but it's gonna be hard.
Get rid of that, and then none of these fit, so we'll just pick one.
Really only gives you one, not even one flex slot, because no, you still get one. It effectively becomes a 9-slot formation with the Xeraphon taking up a spot, so you gotta have 4 and 4, one of those being Ashara herself, so it just gives you one flex slot. Everything else has got to work toward her bonds. So I guess that's category for the flex.
Yeah.
So
But it's like right now it's
So
like
what then? Is it gonna is Potpourri half and half?
yeah. I picked the Potpourri short folk because it was just they both had one. And even then, yeah, we're around roughly the same as we were in the rack anyway. So, oh, we need to switch Tyrell to Wild Shape. Oh, that actually provided a pretty big buff to Ashara there. Let's just go back and forth again. Let's see what we get. Oh, level up. 98. Oh, chomp. Yeah, but still. Maybe Eli isn't good because we're knocking the thing back.
Right, which is then preventing you from getting a ramping bonus for Tyrell.
We don't have Beetle and Grim, do we? No, we don't. We can't use Human because they're rogue bards. That'll interfere with oh, we can use Calliope though.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the ramping bonus for Tyrell wouldn't matter for Ashara because Tyrell wants good aligned.
Yeah, I meant the ramping bonus on Ashara for Take Flight.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Yeah, Take Flight's really important.
That's an important one.
Yeah.
Okay, we killed that boss at least.
Yeah, we broke 200, E200. Sorry, so that's good.
Getting there. Do you remember the actual damage number that we need for this? I can just look it up. But
I want to say in the 15s or 20s. E215 or something.
Okay, I will now check.
Yeah.
And we'll see how close you are.
Yeah. Luna's asking, how does the game go so fast? Dev powers? I wish. So these are large potions of speed. This will increase the game speed of it, so everybody can get. So.
All right, the final boss for this is. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. Yes, I'm looking at the right adventure. Final fight for this. The boss has 1.13 E226 health.
Oh, that was close. Okay. 226. Ooh.
Yeah, so as long as you can hit for E224, then you can win.
Yeah, we're
that's the 725 boss.
Yeah, and we're E220 like off. He's about E20 off still. E22 off. Okay, do we have any shenanigans we can do? We don't even have we don't have Warden either. So no shenanigans there. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Ideally, if we have Blushi in the formation from the very beginning here, she would. Oh man, having her in the beginning would push us to win. But I don't think we.
So, do you recommend just starting it over?
Yeah, I think we would. So let's just go back here because ideally, we would have Blushi. Oh, come on. With magic. Less damage. Great. So we wouldn't use Avery. We'd have Belushi in. Belushi would be a tank. And then Tyrell.
What's Orkira stacks up to? Bell's asking.
Probably not very
That's a good
high.
question.
EO6. So. The reason I say we want Belushi is Belushi works really well with Desmond and Spurt, because when Belushi dies the first time, she turns into a spirit, which counts towards the Lament the Lost stacks for Desmond. So her plus Spurt plus the NPC all work really really well together to provide a pretty serious buff.
And she revives as her next of kin, but not really when you clear a boss stage.
Okay. He's already Ranger. And then Sorcerer. Yeah, and we can put Strix in as a DPS, as a debuffer as well.
Even if we stacked up Orkira right now, Bell, it's not going to give us the damage that we need to clear it at this point.
Yeah. Just want to see what this will look like with yeah, E175. Yeah, we're not even close. 202.
That being said, it is a good point though that like tall guy, you will want to actually do Orkira stacking if you're going to use Orkira for this.
I don't think you need to. I mean, even with Blue Shield right now, we're E197 for our Bud. So we took a bit of a hit, but this is without any stacks on Blue Shi. Like any like life will live stacks. So when we do get those stacks, like it's gonna tear. So I would highly recommend unfortunately restarting, but I would probably do something like this as my formation. And then have Blue Shi in right from the get-go. So you want her to kill as many bosses as possible without dying to get this buffed, life well lived, and that'll increase the actual Soul Gatherer ability. So, and this will get to about E23 or E20-ish, and then you'll, at that point, I think you'll be able to clear this adventure no problem.
You might still struggle a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I mean, yeah,
I
you
think
could
you'll be able to clear it.
Yeah, I mean, you could. What's it called? Orkira stack. But we don't have a lot of time left, so I don't really want to go into that too much. But essentially, you abuse.
Probably cover
you basically use Artemis and Narak and Okori together with Orkira. So that way, the more healing you do, the more damage Elemental Fire does. So the more, the better. All right.
Next up,
probably the last one. So this is Jather. Is there a way I can increase DPS? Something I should be aiming for first.
Okay, so probably a newer player then.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So while you're loading up that one, you got a question from We Nemesis. Just linked up to Discord and used the link that was in the chat to see the Electrum chess code list, but not sure where to find it. Could I have some help? I'm not familiar with Discord. So Discord's broken into multiple channels, like the Tavern and Off Topic and Formations, New Players, etc. Find the channel that is titled Combinations, and that is where you'll find all the chess codes being posted.
Yep. Okay. That should be loaded now. Okay, so it's just to increase DPS. And
I see nothing yet.
yeah, it's load.
Give me the formation, Sean. I need it.
Give me the formation. I want to fix your formation. Blah.
Formation strategy, vampires.
Exactly, yeah.
I feed off the energy of bad formation design.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's a torn. Okay, Beetle. All right. Yeah, we're not even really fully filled out here. So we want to add in some Celeste with 2 life domain. We'll move DM up. Put that there. I think DM can just go on the back, right? So.
DM can go anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's actually, if we're doing Beetle DPS, we're gonna want Beetle up here. Do this and this, and that's fine. Maybe switch out Clive or Category for someone else, like Avron. Oh, that's the wrong button.
You're welcome, We Nemesis. Enjoy all those codes. There are so many.
So many. Oh my god.
They generally only last for a week, so like there's not like hundreds of things for you to get right now.
Yeah, how many codes do we give out like a week? Like 30 or something?
It's a lot, yeah.
Like
it's
30?
like 70 between each event.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I need one more. Calliope? No, Calliope's not good here. Yeah, let's throw Top Guy in. And this. And Moonbeam. And yeah. And we actually want to put Calliope right here.
I'm trying to not interject much for this one so I don't distract you.
Yeah.
Because we're running out of time.
I want a different tank, actually. We can put... We could just do tier like this. And have... No, that's fine.
Is this Makos or Caddy DPS here?
I was gonna do Beetle.
Oh, Beetle and Grim. Okay.
Yeah, Beetle and Grim.
At first, I was like, Beetle? He's support. Oh, Grim.
Yeah, and I'd probably just ditch Naeli and have Briv in just for the better tanking. And do healing, and yeah. So this would be like I guess for this adventure, this would be my kind of formation for pushing. This way, Avern's surrounded by as many mirrors as you'll probably ever get. Bruenor is kind of buffing on the line, although
Is Caddy buffing?
Caddy's
Beetle Grim?
not buffing Beetle, unfortunately, but don't really have much else to do. What else I can replace it with that'd be beneficial? We just have Minsk really.
Jather, for Briv, I always go with the
Healing.
right side spec, healing flow,
Yeah.
because just more survivability that way.
Yeah.
Briv is really hard to kill if you get all that healing on him.
Yeah. Briv's his other steal ability isn't too strong, even with a bunch of stacks, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Go with the flow. So if you get go with the flow, and also do patience unlocked? Yeah, perfect. And this ability right here, perk up for Mert. If this is maxed, go with the flow heals for over 100% of the damage that Briv will get dealt, which will effectively make it so that Briv needs to get killed in one hit to actually get killed. Like one massive hit, and then that'll actually kill him.
He's nigh invincible.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that you have Baloth out there further keeps him alive.
Yeah,
And
Orkira.
Orkira.
Yeah, Orkira out here isn't instead of Bruenor right now is the benefit of Bruenor comes from his his other spec,
Shield
so
Master.
the Shield Master spec.
But he needs to be within 2 steps of your tank for that to have any effect.
Yeah, so because we're not within 2 of the tank, Orkira's better, so she's gonna provide a pretty good buff. So she's healing the party consistently, which is great. And her debuff is also very, 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 very strong. So, even though we put up, there was like there's a bug with it, so we ended up fixing that, which ended up bringing the power down a bit, but she's still very strong. So having that, I didn't realize this was all flashy flash. Yeah, so having that instead, this will make up for the you lose a bit of flat damage on Beetle, but the debuff will more than make up for it. And DM here, I'm not really a big fan of. He doesn't in terms of buffing and stuff like that. He doesn't really do a lot. So especially because we're not even using Patience and Young Ones.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd even just probably put a Char in 96.
Like you might still just get some gold find out of Dungeon Master, and then you can pay for other upgrades for people. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just potpourri.
I love the guy, but he shines in variants.
Yes. Yeah.
Not base adventures and free plays.
Yeah. And even switching to a Char and having a Char on her potpourri spec, which we had enough for, it gives her E101, whereas Beetle is only E92, so we're already E09 stronger with the Char than we were with Beetle as our DPS. So this is already a lot better. And then we're also holding off on switching over to Grim to save up for those debuff stacks as well, because Grim's debuff is also really strong. So yeah, so this would be my formation for God, what Tomb? That's the I was like Trials? No. Yeah, for Tomb of Annihilation.
That's a very different formation shape.
Yeah. For Parlou has a question for a new player that just unlocked Mert. Should I just get the time gate piece and focus on the rest, or focus on variants as much as I can? Well, obviously do enough that you can get the time gate piece every week.
Yeah,
and then
you're gonna have to do some variants to get to the point that you're allowed
Yeah.
to purchase the time gate piece in the first place.
Yeah, I would if you're a newer player, I would specifically look for variants that don't restrict your champion pool even further.
And variants that do not restrict your ability to field champions either, like escorts taking up spaces on the field.
Yeah, if there's one escort, it might be okay, but are you chicken? with Mert or something in the very beginning might be a little difficult. But yeah, I'd look for ones that didn't have any sort of restrictions. But if I say, oh, the monsters are faster and deal more damage, like those are perfect. Those are the ones you want to deal with.
Zombies that don't actually stay dead, they get back up. Okay, whatever. Gold fines reduce 99%. Okay, whatever. Fine.
Those ones suck, but
better than losing champions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just takes a bit longer for you to field them out, but you can still be able to field them all out, which is the important part. But yeah, I think this is a really strong formation. So let's just go ahead and push ahead and see how far we can get.
Severin, I tried the chicken one. It didn't go well.
Yeah, honestly, it's a new player trap. Like,
I think it's most people's experience, Severin. Yes.
Yeah. Like it's definitely a trap for the newer player. I definitely think it should be in a further along a variant where you have a chance to have more champions, but
I don't think it was designed with this intention in mind.
Yeah.
But I think the purpose that it serves now, I said this on Tuesday's show, is that it's an object lesson for new players to say, like, hey, watch out for variants where you're denied spots on the field. It's rough, buddy.
Yeah. Trap for a new player or advertisement for Desmond.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, here's a preview of how hard this game gets later.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds easy. Then you try it, you want to cry. You're like, oh yeah, I'm missing formation sites. Oh, no problem. Like,
it was a problem.
Yeah, oh god, it was a problem. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and then we're progressing pretty decently here. If in this formation you ever get stuck on a boss or something, switching over with the high five, the tag team over to Grim, who provides his like super great debuff, and then refreshing of Curious debuff with her ultimate will kind of help progress that a lot better. Grim's debuff is sticky. Grim's debuff is sticky. So if you apply the debuff and then swap back to Beetle, you get the best of both worlds. So, we're just gonna keep going. We'll probably break 400 is my guess, even with these annoying red wizards.
Yeah, we're crushing it.
Wizards. All right, but I think that's gonna be it for us for now. A bit of a half an hour break from us. So we can
take a little siesta.
Yeah,
we'll be back soon.
Yeah, take a little siesta. Got a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back for community Q&A, where we'll just be answering questions. And I'll be playing on my main account. So if you want to see a super powered account, come hang out and we'll chat. Until then, we'll see you guys in half an hour.
See you soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.